Hello, and welcome to day 2 of conquering the coronavirus, eliminating your worries and fears associated with this virus that's kind of affecting all of us in our communities. Today, the tip that I wanted to talk to you about is using meditation to help manage your stress, anxieties, and fear. Now is actually the perfect time to start a meditation practice. It can be easily done. It can be easily done in a very few minutes, and it really will protect you against growing anxiety and fears over the next coming weeks. People often ask me, what are the pros of meditating? Why is everybody saying you need to meditate and practice it regularly? Well, there's several main reasons why meditation is so effective to help reducing stress, anxiety, and fear. The first is it really helps reduce our fight or flight symptoms, our fight or flight stress response. It resets our hyperarousal system. So what that means, it really takes that sympathetic nervous system of ours and tells it to quiet down, to dial down, and in general just brings it into more of a relaxed state. The other way that meditation helps is it reduces the output of steroids and specifically cortisol from our stress system. So cortisol is very important for acute stress, but over time it builds up and it can actually cause some problems. So it causes burnout, it causes anxiety, it causes depression, and then physically it can lead to high blood pressure, increased weight, and several other problems. So the goal here is really we're trying to help reduce the stress hormones in the body as well, and meditation is a great way to do that. Finally, meditation also helps to turn on certain brain networks. Specifically, it helps increase the tone of some of our more relaxing brain networks and reduces our stress and rumination networks. And so this is really important to help reduce anxieties, obsessive thoughts, constant worries and fears. And so we're basically resetting those brain patterns. And last, it also strengthens certain types of connections in our brain that are associated with more logical thinking, with clarity, with peace of mind, and improved decision making. So all those great things that meditation does, and so why aren't we all doing that? That's a good question.
Right, that sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
So why should we all start now?
Well, like I said, in order for all these amazing benefits to happen, we do really need to start now because it takes, I would say, 3 to 4 weeks for us to really start noticing all these positive benefits. It takes both the mind and the body time to change. And so in order to make changes, you have to do something very consistently, kind of like working out. We can't expect to, gain a lot of muscle mass after 1 or 2 workouts, although that would be nice.
Sometimes it feels like it should
Sometimes
be.
it feels like it should. But similar to the brain and similar to the body, it just takes time to make these changes. And so if we start now, over the next several weeks, as increased stress and burden of the coronavirus and all the negative impact that it may have on our lives, we're building resilience to kind of prevent, ongoing stress and fears.
So what kind of meditation should we be doing?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, any kind of meditation is fantastic. There's a lot of different varieties out there. Last evening, I sent you a very simple, about 5 to 8 beginner meditation. It was really designed to help bring relaxation and reduce anxiety. And it only takes 5 minutes. Everybody has that kind of time. It's easy to put into your schedule. And so it's a guided meditation that I sent you, but there are so many other types out there. There's unguided, there's mantra-based, there are insight types of meditations and other things like that. But the key to me is really searching around, trying to find the right meditation for you that really, sits to your core, makes you feel relaxed and rejuvenated, and stick with it. So Laura, I know you're a meditation teacher. What is your favorite kind of meditation?
Well, so for me, the ultimate goal and purpose of meditation is to find that inner peace, to quiet my mind.
Yeah.
Because this is what gives the mind that rest that it needs. So my personal favorite is primordial sound meditation. It works so well for me that I actually became a Chopra certified meditation teacher. So I find great value in teaching others this particular meditation, although there are so many other meditation techniques and things that are very, very valuable. So you can't go wrong with whichever one you choose. Yeah, and meditation in general has really been a game changer for me, especially in dealing with anxiety and depression. It's nice to know that when I have those very anxious moments that I can lean back onto my meditation knowledge and practice.
Yeah, and it's great. And you can do meditation, regularly. And then in times of actual increased stress or, something major just happened at work, you can actually just kind of drop in or just have a quick meditation session in the moment. And at that time, you can really ratchet down your anxiety at that time. So building that practice now really helps you kind of have a new coping strategy in time of need.
Yep, very, very helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we get everyone started meditating?
Well, as I said last night, I posted a 5-minute video. You're welcome to use, it's closer to 8 minutes, but it's a 5 to 8 minute video. And I want you to go ahead and get it and start with this video and just see how it feels to you. In general, if you don't want this video, I would look for a starter beginner meditation, if you're new to it, that lasts about 5 to 10 minutes. And I want you to do it every day. And then over every 3 to 5 days, depending on how you're doing, you can increase the time that you're meditating to an additional 5 to 10 minutes. The ultimate goal is to get to about 30 to 60 minutes of meditating a day. And it might take you a month or so to get there, maybe a little bit longer. And you can break that up over 2 times, so you can do it in the morning and you can do part of it in the afternoon. So you don't always have to do, 60 minutes all at once. So it's kind of up to you, but start small, build on success, and go from there. So Laura, let me ask you, as you mentioned before, you do teach meditation. So what kind of tips do you have for everybody?
So I always like to remind everybody that the only bad meditation is no meditation. And it can be hard for some to sit and relax their mind and sit in that moment. For others, it's much easier. So I really stress to be kind and patient with yourself. If you find yourself distracted, that's okay. Just simply refocus. That's perfectly fine. I don't recommend meditating in bed.
Right.
Our bodies will associate meditation with sleep. So even having said that, if you do fall asleep during meditation, that's okay too. When you wake up, just take the rest of the time that you have to meditate and finish up. If you do find yourself falling asleep a lot, like every time you're meditating, you might want to reevaluate the quality of sleep that you're getting and adjust accordingly.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
When's the best time for you to meditate?
I think that varies for everybody. For me personally, I like doing it first thing in the morning before I work out. It gives me that good, strong start of the day. I also, if I have time in the later afternoon, early evening, I do like to meditate again. It can be tough though. We have families and dinner to make and homework to get done. So it's just, you do the very best you can.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was also taught the best time to do meditation is usually early in the morning because your mind is clear. You're not as busy trying to figure out what the rest of your day is going to look like. And especially for parents, they can sometimes get up just a few minutes earlier or 15, 20 minutes earlier than their kids, and they can get that quiet time that they need before their busy day starts. Yes.
Yep. So there's an old saying, the no pain, no gain. And that is absolutely not true for meditation. So in meditation, less is more. This needs to be a very peaceful, easygoing, gentle experience that we partake in.
Yeah. Right. Well, so meditation, it's quite beautiful. It's very relaxing. It definitely gives you the peace of mind, especially if you do it over time. And I promise that if you carve out some time every day and commit to meditation, you'll feel substantially better. Your anxiety will go away or be substantially reduced. You won't feel as stressed out. Your moods might improve. You'll actually get better sleep. And you probably will actually eat less because you'll feel more content overall. So that's kind of the spiel for today. That's our special tip for Tuesday regarding our meditation. If anybody else has any tips or questions, or they want to be supportive or want to be a part of our team, please ask us some questions or post anything that you feel would also be helpful to everybody. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah. And please remember, always ask for help if you need it. And if you're in a position to offer the help, please do so.
Thank you.
Thanks.